Hello, welcome to GeekyHiJynx, home of the mischief makers, and today we're looking at fried Barry. So let's get one thing clear first of all, guys. This isn't a film. This is a series of events squished together, making an experience that is a film on paper, but really it's the craziest thing I think I've seen in my entire life. Also, I realised this is the first sci-fi horror film I've ever reviewed on my channel. Yay, it's a milestone. And I thought to myself, who can I ask for advice on the authenticity of being in space, being abducted? And I thought to myself, I must know an alien around here somewhere. So I got PG in on the mix to help me review this. But the film kind of gave him a massive headache because he hated it. He doesn't like horror films. He has nightmares and cries pretty much every single night after he watched one. But he didn't like this film. He said it was not accurate as to what it's like in space on board a spaceship. So he went to the pharmacy or the chemist, depending where you are in the world, to get some headache tablets to help him out because it really drove him nuts. He should be back in a minute, so I hope he's alright. But let's get stuck into this. Oh, he's back.
Hello, sir, I'm back.
Yeah, I know you're back, I can see you. So, did you get the headache tablets?
Well, actually, sir, I was on my way and I came across this man down a dark alley. He gave me these. He said they were much more effective.
Dark alley? No, I wouldn't have those if I was you.
I can't feel anything yet.
Are you okay? How do you feel? PG?
PG, you okay?
Okay, just stay there. Don't do anything crazy. I'm going to get on with the review and eventually it'll flush itself out. How long does it take to flush out anyway?
It takes about 10 years.
10 years? Alright, oh god, we're going to have a fun little evening. Anyway, what is this film about? So this film is literally about nothing, but it's about something. About a guy called, it makes no sense, but it's a guy called Barry. He's a terrible husband, terrible father, terrible human being. He's a drunk, he's a drug addict, he's always like high, he's paying attention to no one but himself, he's me, not a nice guy. And he's on the way home, has an argument with his wife, not paying attention to his kid. He goes to the local pub, has a few drinks, gets talking to this guy. They go back to his house to do some more drugs, and as he walks home, he gets abducted by aliens. And while abducted, he gets cloned. And this, on the second viewing, I noticed this. He didn't actually get like possessed or the alien go inside him. They actually make a clone of him, and then the alien goes inside that clone, and then that clone ends up going through. Well, the film's set in South Africa, so as he goes back onto Earth, this alien, or fried Barry, we'll call him, goes through South Africa through the most random, craziest series of events I couldn't even make up. And that's saying something. But let's get started with what I liked about the film.
Oh, this apple is asking me to eat it.
No, PG, put Glebe down. Put Glebe down, PG. He's gonna make us pay for that. So what I like about the film, I liked Gary Green, who was the actor who played fried Barry. This guy is a tour de force of pure energy. He's just non-stop, from his dancing, the way he walks, his facial expressions, the way he moves his head. Like, he's like a mime on cocaine. And even a mime on cocaine would still not be as energetic as Gary Green playing fried Barry. The guy is non-stop. Like, so many facial expressions, and the fact he kind of looks like an alien, like no stereotypical, really lanky, long-necked, oval-shaped aliens. He looks like one. One thing I was shocked by was the editing and special effects. It's incredible. Like the UFO in this film is one of the best UFO designs I've seen in a long time. Very simple, but it looks incredible. In regards to the special effects, the abduction scene with Barry is really good. It's like, normally abduction scenes, a big white flash of light comes on you and the camera starts shaking and then they go, "Whoa." But there's some beautiful uses of colour in this film, really, really good. And as he's getting abducted, you know how it's done. But it looks really cool. It looks really impressive. That's one thing that when you do watch this film, I know you'll be very impressed with, and that's the editing and the special effects. There's also some funny dialogue in this film, random dialogue of all time. There's some funny dialogue in the beginning about how Mickey Mouse is racist. There's a scene with a guy with cheese. See, Barry, he has this like attraction, almost like a pheromone he must give off in his alien form, because men and women want him sexually. It's mad, all mad. But there's a guy that feeds Barry cheese. Like, they go to the supermarket, and this is one of the scenes where I was just like, I couldn't work out what was going on. there's a guy, and the way they use the camera is really weird because he's like this. Really close to the camera, like uncomfortably close. That's probably very uncomfortable for you, I apologise. But he feeds Barry cheese, and Barry's like chewing it really weird because he's an alien, doesn't like cheese, doesn't like it apparently. But the guy kind of is getting turned on by Barry eating his cheese. And then as Barry walks away, he almost like air humps Barry. And then he goes to the cashier, and there's a girl like scanning all his items. And then she starts like pretending to have sex with some toilet roll, and then giving like fellatio to a water bottle. And if that doesn't make your mind just melt, imagine watching it. Imagine watching those scenes. Because the way I described it doesn't do no justice. It's more mental than the way I just said. And there's so many scenes like that in this film. Crazy. You must watch it. Now onto what I didn't like about the film. So, what I didn't like about the film is there is no story. Those expecting some deep plot weaving within. Now, when you see the poster for this film, it's very vibrant, very bright. It kind of reminds me of Detective Pikachu's poster, you know, like the neon colours. They have the same like colour schemes. And I never watched any trailers, like as you know, I go in blind with all my horrors if I can. And I was expecting a story at least, but it's not. It's like I mentioned, you get the basis of who Barry is. Bad person. He gets abducted, comes back down, he's an alien, and for the rest of the film, it's just madness. Like it's different scenario in different scenario. They mean nothing, no lessons learned. It's just like an alien's couple of days, week down on Earth in South Africa. That's essentially what the film is. And that's why it's only a one-time go, because on that basis, you can enjoy the madness, and you'd only watch it again if you're watching it with a friend to see their reaction, because that's the best part. Like, I watched it on my own. I wish I could watch it with every single person who's watching this video just to see the scenes coming up and just looking at you thinking, I know what's coming up. And your mind's about to fry. So yeah, the story element of this is lost. There's no story, it's just randomness. There's also a few of those segments that drag and don't pay off. Like there's one bit where Barry gets beaten up by some guys and he reaches out with his hand, like Magneto style almost, and some guy grabs his heart, and you think, oh, we're going to see that guy later walking down the street, and then boom, alien will come out his chest or his heart will explode. Nothing. So overall guys, Fried Barry was fun, it was dumb, it was random, had the craziest moments I've ever seen in my life on film, but that's about as far as it goes, as well as really good special effects and editing and a great lead performance by Gary Green who played Barry. Other than that, you're just going to give this a go to once, watch it with friends, watch it drunk, because if you watch it sober like I did, you're going to be like Indiana Jones at the end in Raiders of the Lost Ark when they open the Ark, all those spirits fly out and everyone's faces are going, oh! So with everything said, I'm going to give Fried Barry a bronze win and a one-time spin.
Oh.
For shame. So guys, that was my review of Fried Barry. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it a snooze fest? Or the greatest film I've ever seen? Come back to the comments to let me know, because I genuinely am interested. And if you like this video, drop me those likes, because it always does help. But until next time, stay out of trouble.